Hello, people! Welcome again to our science class. And again, this is Miss Claire. Let's continue our lesson for Chapter 2, Diseases. In this video, you will learn 2 lessons about medicines and vaccines. From the previous video, you already learned about infectious diseases, right? Now, let's continue for Lesson 2 and 3. Okay, let's start with Lesson 2. It talks about medicines. What are medicines? Okay? So the learning objectives for these lessons are to learn that medicines can be used to treat some illnesses and to describe how to use medicine safely. Okay, why do we need medicines? Okay, medicines help us to treat diseases. So if we are sick, doctors will prescribe us medicines. Different medicines are used to treat different illnesses. Take note on that. And some medicines help us to relieve our fever or pain. So remember, children, that every illness have its own medicine. We cannot just simply drink any medicines when we are sick. And we should ask the doctor what is the best medicine for us. That's why if we are sick, we will go to the doctor. Next, other medicines help also to treat cough or a runny nose. There are also some medicines, just like creams, help us to soothe itchy skin, right? We can also buy some medicines at a pharmacy. So there are some medicines that we can buy right away in a pharmacy or a drugstore. But there are some medicines that we need doctor's prescription because you cannot just simply buy it. We need a doctor's prescription for that so we can buy it. Now, medicines also come in different forms. We have tablets, we have liquids, powders, we have capsule, okay? So these are the different forms of medicines. How can we use medicine safely? Okay, take note on this. All medicines comes with an instruction. So we are not just drink the medicine right away without the instruction. So we have to read it carefully and we have to understand it carefully. We should follow the instructions for the medicines because it can be dangerous for us if the medicines are given to the wrong person or the wrong amount. Okay, so for example, this person is sick. Then there is a medicine. We don't know that this medicine is the medicine that is suited for this ill person. So we should be careful with that. And there is also a prescribed amount of medicine that should be given to a sick person. And also remember, when giving out medicines, it is very important to measure the correct amount of liquid using a medicine cup or a syringe. Sometimes you can also use a spoon or a teaspoon. So for us to really take on the correct amount of medicine, especially those medicines that are in a liquid form. Okay, how can we use medicine safely? Again, this one also, children, take note on this. Do not take someone else's medicine. It's very dangerous. If you don't know what type of medicine is this, you have a different illness and this certain medicine is not for your illness. It's dangerous if you are going to take it, right? So that's why we have to ask our mother, our father when we take the medicine. Okay. Next, let's go to lesson 3. It talks about vaccines. So do you know what are vaccines? So the learning objective for this lesson is to learn that vaccines can prevent some infectious diseases of animals. Okay, what are vaccines? Okay, our body is able to protect us from many germs. However, sometimes our bodies cannot fight off some types of germs, and they made us very sick, and they made us very sick. So when your body is protected against a disease, you are said to have immunity against it. So we need something that makes our body immune to a certain disease. Yes, our body have something inside that can fight off the type of germs. However, there are some germs that our body cannot fight it. So we need something that will fight against the disease that will come to our body, and that's why we have vaccines. Okay, take a look here. Vaccines gives immunity against many diseases. Vaccines can protect us from the disease for a long time. Also helps to stop diseases from spreading, and this can prevent outbreaks. Remember outbreak? Some vaccines can be taken by mouth, others can be taken using an injection. Okay, do you remember before the COVID-19? We take the vaccine for that, so forgive us the immunity against it. So that's the reason, that's why the COVID-19 already stopped. Or if there is still some people have affected but not as many as before, right? It's because it was already stopped by the vaccines. Next, okay, I have here, take a look. In the past, people did not know the cause of many diseases. People would die from diseases such as smallpox. So, smallpox is just right a chickenpox, okay? So, smallpox on the year 600 is a very long time ago. Smallpox was widespread around the world. Many people died. But on 1576, doctors in China took scabs from smallpox sores of an infected person and placed them into a healthy person. They noticed that the healthy person developed symptoms of smallpox but did not die from the disease. Then in the year 1742, doctors in Turkey used a similar method used in China and found that fewer people died from smallpox. Okay? Then in the year 1796, Edward Jenner, an English doctor, found out that if a person had gotten cowpox, then he or she would not get smallpox. Oh, see? Then research, he discovered the smallpox vaccine. Okay. Then in the year 1980, the use of smallpox vaccine can help to remove smallpox from the world completely. So the world is officially declared free of smallpox. So this is how it works, okay? Now let's have this one. Are there vaccines for animals? Of course, vaccines are given to farm animals such as cows and chickens. Vaccines are given to farm animals, so again, for cows and chicken, because it can keep the animals healthy, help to stop the spread of the disease to other animals, as well as to people. Vaccines can reduce the risk of an outbreak. So, have you heard, children, about nanorobots? Okay, what are nanorobots? So, nanorobots are extremely tiny robots, very small. They are thinner than the width of a human hair. Just imagine how tiny are they. They are very useful to doctors. Why? Because some nanorobots can be injected to deliver medicines to specific parts of the body. So other nanorobots can seek out and destroy harmful substances in the body. So instead of having an operations, so what did the doctors do? They just simply injected the nanorobots to a person with an illness, so it will deliver the medicines to the specific parts of the body. Okay, so that is the use of nanorobots. Okay, children, I have a question. So for our Check Your Learning, what is the difference between medicines and vaccines? Or are they the same? Or are they different? Okay, give your answer, children, during our class, okay? Okay, and that's all for Chapter 2, Lesson Chapter 2, diseases. Lesson 2, medicines. And lesson 3, vaccines. I hope, children, that you learn a lot in this video. Thank you for watching, and I will discuss more about this during our class. Okay, thank you for watching again, and always remember to stay safe and healthy. God bless everyone, and enjoy.